I haven't even taken a shower today. I've just been kind of moping around because I woke up to the news of Alien Blackout, which was something we all knew about. You guys are trademarked, like Johnny Bravo, and he could. um, well, lo and behold, it is a mobile game, and I wanted to get it here and just be total nerd rage, scream, and get just total like I did with when I got out of Justice League and all that stuff. But I'm just not surprised. I'm not. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That is the just the one word that you can use to describe for what I feel about this. And it's not even the fact that it's a mobile only game. I really am here. It's the fact that it's a clone of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I've been throwing the joke around. It's like Seven Nights at Sevastopol. It's just. Oh, God. It is just a cheap and quick asset flip from Isolation. It uses the same character models, the same environments, everything that Isolation had. Just, lower resolution to fit on your little phone, so you can be like, oh, look at me, I'm playing, I'm getting away from the xenomorph. No, it's dumb. Absolutely dumb. And I'd heard rumblings that this was going to be a mobile game. Or at least there was a mobile game in the works. But for them to hype it up like they did, and be this whole campaign, read, play, watch, experience the next chapter in Amanda Ripley's story, and they were like, oh shit, this is going to be an Isolation 2. This is what we all want. Isolation was amazing. It was honestly the best thing to happen to the franchise since Aliens in 1986, and the sequel's only on your phone. That's just dumb. Absolutely idiotic. I don't know who greenlit this. I don't know whose idea this was. And I don't know why they thought it was such a good idea to hype it up and make this the big announcement, And they are just rightly getting roasted. And I'm gonna pull up my Twitter here. And I'm just gonna read off some of the reactions that I just had to go through and just like a bunch of them just because. My goodness. Oh man. Like even Alien Theory, a prominent alien YouTuber on here, like he is just utterly gutted with this thing. Let's see, fuck you and the more to come. There's people just posting a lot of the "do you guys not have phones" memes. Ugh. It's hilarious. Somebody gets like, "Don't you dare lie to me. I don't believe you. Stop it." And all this is in reply to the most obvious damage control tweet I've ever seen. They put this out. It says, let focus. There we go. Well, nope. It says, "Dear Alien fans, there is still more to come very soon. Read, play, and watch is in all capitals." This is gonna end badly, I think. I'm so used over the past couple years where we set ourselves up for failure as Alien fans every single time. We get excited and then it ends up being nothing or very little. And I'm just tired of it. I basically have no passion left for this franchise. Like last night, I went out hunting for the NECA Michael Myers from the new movie and the Thermal Vision Predator that's out, and I finally found the Ultimate Xeno Warrior, the blue, because I collect the blue ones back there, in hand, and I just put it back on the shelf, and that was before this whole announcement. I picked it up with the intent of, buying it, towed it around the store, and then I walked back and put it back on the shelf, because I just had no passion for it. I had no drive to pick it up. And you guys know me. You know my alien collection back there. I got the whole diorama for the aliens. I want more blue Xenos to fill that in. I want a bunch of them. And I don't know if I want that anymore. And this all stems from Covenant. Covenant has just set this franchise on a real path that is just very, very fastly rolling downhill. And I think that is just where the root of all my problems are. And hopefully, whenever this whole Disney buyout happens, that they can fix it and make it great again. Make Alien great again. Yeah. And I know Mr. H. I love watching his videos, but he very wrongly blamed this on Disney in his video for this. They don't own Fox yet, so this is not Disney's fault. This is totally Fox's mandation. This is their call. Disney had nothing to do with it. This is Fox. This is all Fox. And if you look at the track record, you should just know this is telltale signs of Fox, because they are totally out of touch with what the fans want. They have been since Alien 3. And it's... I'm just heartbroken. I really am. I've been moping around all day long. Because I feel like this is the death of a loved one, And this is me. I've sunk 500 hours into this game across 3 consoles, right? This is Aliens Colonial Marines. This is the only physical copy I have left, is the PS3 version, just because I couldn't sell it. But, PC, I sunk nearly 200 hours. This, I sunk, I think it was 150 on PS3, and then the rest of those hours were all on 360. I played this game a ton. I adored this game. The campaign, not so much, but it was just the multiplayer, the bug hunt mode, the experience that I have with my friends. And there's still hope for the future with the Cold Iron Studios game that's coming out. That seems like it might be good. Because we've heard that it's a shooter, and we've heard that it's multiplayer, but that's all that we know. That's all we know that we can base our opinion on. So I'm hoping it's just this, but more, But honestly, I'm not gonna get hyped for anything Alien related. They have to wow me to get me back on the franchise again. And I know how people feel after The Last Jedi now, which I still like The Last Jedi. I think it's a good film. It's definitely flawed, but it's nowhere near the shitty garbage pile that people make it out to be. Made sure Luke died. Oh, boo-hoo, But that's not the stem of the problem for me. It's like a story structure issue with me and Canto Bight and all that. That's what I don't like about The Last Jedi. But what's happening with the Alien franchise? This is true example of a dying franchise. The fact that all we have to get excited about is comic books and a mobile game. Not even just as a mobile game. It's a clone of Five Nights at Freddy's. Why? It's so bad. Like I said, it's just an asset flip too. because it's just all the isolation assets moved over, scaled down in resolution. Like, you look at all the screen grabs, because you go to the actual website, there's screen grabs from the game, and it's just the isolation stuff. The game looks great, but that's because that's all the detailed models that Creative Assembly built. This is just Fox Next taking all those assets and making a mobile game out of it. And, like, the Creative Assembly did all the groundwork here, and they're not getting any credit for this, and this is just kind of bastardizing what they made. And I don't like that to begin with. It's just... this is just a whole big fuck situation, you know? It's just awful. But again, I'm not surprised. We were supposed to have so much good stuff. And like they had to, this is going to be the big year for Alien fans. So far, not so much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with comics, right? I like Defiance. Some story structure issues there, but Defiance was pretty good. I liked what I read of Dead Orbit. I never actually picked any of the rest of the issues. I couldn't find them because I don't have a comic shop that's really close to me that I can drive to, you know. But I just don't like the idea of the main driving force of the franchise being comics and novels. To me, that's just like your franchise has fallen into obscurity, and you're just doing cheap things for the hardcore people. You know, you're not going to bring any new fans with a comic book. You need something substantial. Isolation brought a ton of new fans to the franchise. I know for a fact that it did. And like this mobile game is not going to do that. You might get some like 10-year-old squeakers who be like, "Oh, this game is scary, oh!" But then they're going to go and try and play the rest of the games, and they're not going to be anything like that. You know, they're shooters or they're horror games. You know, and it's not like a Five Nights at Freddy's clone. You know, this is just a quick and simple asset flip cash grab, and I don't like it. It cuts me right to my core, and like I said, I wanted to get up here, I wanted to be energetic and scream and say, "Fuck you, Fox! Fuck this, that," but I just don't have the passion for that anymore. I don't have the drive to try and defend this franchise. I'm just so utterly defeated at this point. And it's partially because we haven't had anything substantial since Covenant. Anything whatsoever. I mean, we've had the comic books, but even like NECA's figures, they slowed down dramatically. And there were barely any figure releases last year in the Alien franchise. And there's barely anything Alien related released at all. Hot Toys won't even touch it. Funko won't even touch it. So, I mean, when Funko will only make like 2 pops from the older franchise, like, you know it's not as popular as we want it to be. And I hate that. That cuts me, like, again, to my core, because I am a huge diehard Alien fan. But they have just whittled me down to where I'm just a bare nothingness holding on now. And I just don't have the willpower to get excited anymore. And something's got to change. This franchise is just slowly falling into obscurity. And Isolation was a beacon of hope. You know, this big bright light for the franchise to say, "Oh man, this is great. This is what we want," you know? Like, just not even just from a gaming standpoint, from a narrative standpoint, Isolation was fantastic. And now they're just bastardizing that and flipping it around for a quick cash grab for a mobile game. I don't like that. The key is going to be what the watch part of this is, because we know that the read is the comics, it's the sequel to Defiance. So, was it Retribution or something like that? I'm not sure. But we know that's what the read part is. It's the comic that has Amanda Ripley starring in it. So I now know what the play is. It's this mobile game. But what is the watch going to be? It has to be a TV show starring Amanda Ripley or a movie starring Amanda Ripley to even remotely get any goodwill back. If it's just like an animated short film or like a live action teaser trailer for the mobile game or some like multimedia cross ad that's like tying the game with the comics and things like that, it's gonna fall flat on its face. But yeah, I don't know. This has just left me utterly defeated on the floor, and I don't know where my passion lies for this franchise anymore. And I've seen some people say that, oh, you have to buy this mobile game, you must support it, you must support it. That's how we're going to get an Isolation 2, and that's not the case. If you guys go out there in droves and support this mobile game, they're just going to see it as, oh, people want more of this. They want stuff that we can make cheap. They want mobile games. They're not going to turn those profits around and make a sequel to Isolation. They're just not. The only way that we're going to get a sequel to Isolation or anything like that is we have to just outright rebel against this product. Don't support it. Don't buy it on a whim. Don't just say, well, I'm an Alien fan and we don't get that much, so let me just get this, might as well, fuck it, Don't do that. Boycott Blackout. Just absolutely boycott Blackout. It is just the dumbest thing they could have done to this franchise. Honestly, it is. I hate it. Absolutely. It is a joke. It is a literal joke. But seriously, don't buy it. Do not buy it if that's what your end goal is. If it genuinely looks interesting to you and you're actually going to play it and enjoy it, by all means, it's your money. Buy it if you want to. That's your prerogative. But I legit have seen so many people say, well, this is probably our only chance for getting an Isolation 2, so I'm going to support this and make sure that they get the money to fund it. I actually have somebody replied to me on Twitter about that. Very broken English, but that's not how it's going to work. You have to have some kind of movement. You have to tell them, no, vote with your wallet. Because if you give them money for this, that's just going to give Fox an out and say, oh shit, well, they want this, let's make more. Let's make 3 more sequels this year. Ooh, look how many Five Nights at Freddy's games there are. It's just an easy game to make. It's just one dude who did the first 4, right? Or something like that. It's just one dude did all those. Fox has a whole team. And it's just an easy asset flip anyways. If this is successful, we could probably have another game like this by April. And this comes out on the 24th of January. Don't support this. They will churn these out like butter the more that you buy them. Vote with your wallet. Put your foot down. And tell them what you want. They're already starting to recoil a little bit with that tweet where there's hold on, Alien fans, there's more coming. We've got them backed in the corner. They know that we're fed up. They know that we're upset. So just keep telling them we're not going to take any more of their bullshit. Covenant was the real turning point for me. And this is the turning point for a lot of people. And they're like, for me, this is just par for the course. I'm not looking at everything with rose-tinted glasses anymore. I'm just like, oh, everything's cynical. I'm in my Alien 3 phase. But yeah, that's all I can tell you. Do not buy this mobile game unless you genuinely think it looks fun. You genuinely care about this product. Don't buy it with the intent of well, I must support my favorite franchise. No. Don't do that. There are far more other means for you to do that. Like I said, the comics, those are there. The novels, you can even buy older copies of the games digitally and give it to your friends or something like that. Because those are probably about the same price now as this one's going to be on your phone. So, just look to support it in your own ways, and don't do this. Do not buy this game. Like I said, it would be different if it was a totally original story. This whole brand new game that was designed just for mobiles to work perfectly on mobiles and things like that. But it's not. It is a clone of Five Nights at Freddy's with isolation assets. That it is the cheapest of cheap hack jobs. It is just awful. Do not support this game. Okay. That's basically all I have to say on this. I don't know. I'm just utterly defeated when it comes to Alien franchise. And nowadays I don't have too much time to sit here in front of a camera and just spiel, but I had to for this. I had to get my opinion out. Because this is just... This is an express elevator to hell going down, you know, it's just... Anyways, let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.